In this video, I'm going to show you the best practices of sharing a Google Drive folder. I'm going to show you how to share it privately and publicly and give you some ideas of how you can get value out of sharing a Google Drive folder. Before I share that with you, please, if you like this video, if it's helpful to you in any way, please hit the like button. And if you have a question, comment on the video and ask me any question regarding Google Drive and Google Drive sharing. And if you like what I'm sharing on these videos, do me a huge favor and subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so you can keep updated for new videos I have all about using Google Workspace and Gmail. All right, let's dive into this. Sharing a Google Drive folder. You can do this in free Gmail as well as Google Workspace, the business version of Gmail. It's really pretty easy to do. Let me show you the tactics. So first of all, hover over a folder, and when you hover over it, you go over here, you can hit the little share button. You can click on a folder and you can hit the share up here, or you can right click on a folder and you can go to share right here and go straight to share. Now, when we open up the share dialog box, there are two ways of sharing a Google Drive folder. The first way is I can share it directly with people. You can share it directly with individuals. I go up here, I can type in Teddy Burris at Gmail, and I can share it directly with Teddy. Now, when I share it directly with an individual, or I share it with other people, I can share it with multiple people if I want to. Share it to Teddy Burris at another email address, or share it to RL Burris if I want to. When I share it to an individual or multiple individuals up to 100 people, now I have a couple options. Number one is if I can share it in three different ways. I can give them view access of everything that's in that folder, all the files and or all the folders in that folder. I can give them commenter access, which would allow them on files, whether they're Google Sheets or Google Docs or slides or forms or whatever, they can comment on it. They can't change the content, but they can comment and create a choice for the owner, me, to make to either accept their change or decline their change. Or I can give them full editor access. Now, when I give someone full editor access of a Google folder, in this case, eLibrary, there's a lot of things that they can do in that folder. Not only can they add and remove files in that folder, they can also edit or change files in that folder. Furthermore, they can also rename the folder, and if I didn't already say it, rename the files in that folder. Additionally, unless you take away this permission, they also have the ability to share the folder and all the files, either collectively or individually, with other people. And they also have the ability to change the shared permissions. Editor access to a folder and all the content in the folder is nearly as full function as being the owner of that file. So when you give someone editor access, you're giving them sort of like the keys to the kingdom. Now, there is one option you have to impact their editor permissions. You go up here to the sprocket for settings, and I can take away the editor's rights to change permissions or share it. When I do that, they can no longer change the permissions of that sharing of that folder, and they also can no longer share that folder with someone else. There's a variable that comes into play here. I'll show that to you in a minute, but I can say that they can no longer change their permissions or share that folder. So go back. And now if I want to give Teddy and Lee Burris and Rebecca Burris editor access without those sharing permissions of that folder, then all I need to do is send them that message. I can write a note. Here is the folder for your use. And then I hit send and I give them permission to access that folder. Now when I do that and I hit send, you'll see a couple things happen. First of all, you'll see that there's a little icon on that folder. That little icon, you might be able to see it right there in that folder, means that folder has been shared. Furthermore, if I go into that folder, I open it up, you will see that the folders, these 3 folders also have that little icon. That means these 3 folders are also shared. And if I go into the folder and into this folder, you'll see that the documents that are in these folders are also shared. Who are they shared with? They're shared with the people, go all the way back to the beginning, they're shared with the people who I shared this folder called eLibrary with. So all of the folders and subfolders and all of the files in those folders are now shared, in this case, to Teddy Burris and Lee Burris, and they have full access just as if they were the owner. Now, let's go back and I'm going to undo that. Give me a minute to undo it. Remove it, and hit save. Now let's go back to the top. Let's go look at another way. That's going to go away in a minute. Give me a second. We'll make it go away. I'll hit refresh. Now it is there's no icon. It's no longer shared. Let's go look at this again. The other option for sharing, instead of what I refer to as private sharing or targeted sharing, is public sharing. Public sharing, Google calls it general. This is where I say I can let anyone with the link has access to this folder. So I can take that link, I can share it on my blog, I can share it on social media, I can send it out in an email, I can share it all kinds of different ways in messages, text message, etc., so that anyone with this link, I can copy the link right there. Anyone with the link can, in this case, view this folder. Not only can they view the folder, but they can also view everything in that folder, including subfolders and subfolders and all of the documents, whether they are sheets, slides, docs, etc., or even PDFs or MPRs, anything you put in those Google folders. Once you've shared it, anybody with the link can view it. Now, here's 2 other options to understand, and here's my recommendation. I could also, under general access, this is what I refer to as totally public, give anyone with the link commenter access or editor access. However, I do not recommend, if you're using a Google folder, to put content for public consumption. I do not recommend that you give them commenter or editor access. I really recommend you only give them view access. This is, again, giving away the keys to the paradise to anybody on the internet. I wouldn't do that at all. I would stay with viewer access. I don't know of a valid reason to put content in a Google folder, the content that's important to you, and then make it available as an editor to anyone on the internet. That they can delete that content, they can completely change that content, they can change the sharing rights of that content, they can actually take it away from you. I really would not do that. Keep it at viewer access. Now know this, if you give someone viewer access to a folder, again, you're giving them viewer access to the files. Now, if you share a file, you can limit the viewers to only seeing the document. You can take away the print, the copy, and the download option. However, when you share a folder and subsequent files in the folder by sharing the folder publicly, you do not minimize or take away the option to print, download, or copy. So if you really want to not let someone print, download, or copy, you'll have to share a file versus sharing the folder. It's a little bit more open when you share the folder. So really think through that before you share a folder. You may, if you don't care that they may print, download, or copy, then that's okay. But if you don't want them to print, download, or copy, you've got to share the file directly. Now, once I do that and I hit done, I can copy the link and they have access. You can then, again, share that link for anyone on the internet. Now I'm going to hit done. And again, you can see that this is being shared because the little icon there shows it's being shared. And by the way, if I click on that and right click and go to share and copy the link, I can open that link anywhere on the internet, even if I'm not logged in to Google, I'm not signed in. There's there's the e-library, and there's a subfolder. Click on that. There's another subfolder. Click on that, and there's a document that I can open and view. I can't change it now, by the way, but I do have the ability to download and print. I don't have the ability to make a copy because I'm not signed in to Google. If I were signed into Google, I can make a copy, but I can download and I can print. And if you decide you no longer want that shared publicly, then you click on the folder, click on the share button, go down here and turn it to restricted and hit done. And it'll take a moment, but that little icon will go away and it will no longer be shared publicly. I want to share with you something you need to be aware of when you share folders through Google Docs that may cause you to pause when you share these documents, specifically if you don't want someone to have access to changing the permissions. Again, I shared with you earlier that when I do this share and I share this document, let's just share it with Teddy at Gmail, and I make him an editor, I can turn this off up here. See, it's off right now. I can turn it off so they cannot update the permissions or share the folder. This is regarding the folder. So when I do that and I hit send, I'm going to just send this out to Teddy. And so now if I go in there as Teddy, let me go get on Teddy's profile. Here's the email I just got for teddyburris@gmail.com. So I can open it there or open it there. Or I can just simply go to my drive and go shared with me, and there's that e-library folder. Now let me share with you the risk that you need to be aware of when you share a folder with someone or a group of people and you give them editor access. Even if you gave them editor access to that folder and you took away their permissions to change permissions or share that folder. Very clearly, if I look at that folder, I do not have the ability to share it. I have to ask the owner to share it. I don't have the ability to change my permissions or change general access of that folder. But what I do have the ability to do is I have the ability to share and change permissions of subfolders and documents below that folder. This subfolder called Article Series 1, I have the ability to share it. I can share it with up to 100 people. I can give them editor access. I can share this if I want to with Rebecca. I can give Rebecca editor access, commenter, viewer access. I can share that directly with individuals. Furthermore, even though I don't have the ability to change the share permissions of the original folder with the subfolders, I can even share it publicly. And I can give everybody on the internet editor access to that folder and subsequent objects in that folder. Again, even though I can't change the permissions of the primary folder. So, and furthermore, let me show this to you even deeper. If I go down here and I go into this folder and I go into this folder, that document right there, I have the ability to take that document. I can share it with individuals. I can share it directly with Rebecca, give her permission to edit it any way she wants. I can also, with that document, I can make it available to anyone on the internet and give them editor access. Again, the thing that I want you to be aware of, the risk, is that when you share a folder with someone and you give them editor access, even though you turned off their permission to change permissions and to share that folder, because they have editor access to subsequent folders and subfolders and documents, they have full sharing functionality below this folder. My recommendation is that you be very deliberate about, if I'm sharing a folder and subsequent files in that folder, I would be very cautious about who I give editor access to on that folder, regardless of taking away their permissions on that folder. Typically, the right way to share a folder in Google Drive is to give them view access. Again, unless they're collaborators that you want to work with, I would give them view access and have them download their own document and say, I'll give you an example. I use a Google Drive folder and I have templates in there. I have financial templates, I have job calls templates, I have business plan templates, I have growth strategy templates for businesses. So I put those all in a folder, and I share that folder with individuals directly, and I even share it publicly for anyone whom I give the link to, but I only share it for view access, and I give them the ability to download their own and create their own documents from my templates. But I never share those templates in editor mode because I don't want people to change my templates. My point is, be very careful and very cautious about your sharing activity when you share folders in Google Drive. I'm Teddy. I'm a Google Workspace and Gmail strategist, and I hope these ideas are helpful for you.